Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear Ncaa, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their... Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Finds his man down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Kansas State in business in the red zone. On the move, it's Everett. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Saunders. It's complete. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And makes the grab in the end zone. First down here for the offense. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He unleashes a long one. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dial.
After I play this game, you're trying to watch that shit.
You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Saunders. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Power football with the run. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Saunders. Looking deep. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He'll finally... K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Gonna run it. It's Everett. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're gonna ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. To the 10. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Dropping back, it's Saunders. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Toss sweep to the left. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He makes the connection. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown! K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Saunders. Makes the grab down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David.